stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to...
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Red Raiders just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Eakin. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And some room to work. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback moving. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete.
plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Turning it on! The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Release to the back, and his throw is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. Rushes on him, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. This time stopped in the backfield, finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Winston. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
He's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. To the air, it's Sorsby. Quarterback extends the play. He's got him still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners be willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throwing the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He 58-yard field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're...
Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Sorsby. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Wide open space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. He now has 56 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. That's caught. It's Tuggle. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He caught it. Touchdown, Bearcats. And that one will put them up here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get... He's running free down the middle. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the... Turn, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
DB's right up on the receivers. On the ground, it's Winston. Sweet cut there. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
You know, good teams just know. Close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Couldn't get any closer on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And then defense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Bearcats are in the hurry up.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield. It's Sorsby. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. With the catch, it's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is in the air. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. The give. Makes a man miss. Spins away from the defense. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done.